The story of Bal Ganesh begins in a state of total equilibrium. High up in the Himalayas, as the morning sun hits the snow-capped ridges of Mount Kailash, the environment is entirely at peace. Inside this tranquil setting, we find the core family unit: Shiva, the wise father; Parvati, the caring mother; and their playful young son, Bal Ganesh. The morning routine centers on a specific ritual. Parvati is preparing a fresh plate of modaks, sweet steamed dumplings. These treats represent Ganesha's primary objective. His focus is entirely fixed on the moment he can finally eat them. Waiting alongside him is his constant companion, a tiny mouse named Modak. Mudak's restless energy provides a sharp contrast to Ganesha's quiet, intense anticipation for the sweets. In this opening state, the protagonist's drive is singular. Ganesha's world is comfortable, and his goal is personal. He is motivated by the simple fulfillment of his own appetite. Then, the plate vanishes. There is no warning and no visible thief. The freshly made modaks have simply disappeared. This absence creates a narrative vacuum. To resolve it, Ganesh must leave the predictable order of his home and venture into the denser, unmapped layers of the forest. He follows a trail of remnants left behind, scattered fruit, and the echoing calls of monkeys and parrots leading deeper into the trees. The missing modaks function as a MacGuffin. They are the irresistible lure required to pull Ganesh out of his comfort zone and into a world where his internal priorities can be tested by external means. As Ganesh follows the animal sounds, the landscape shifts. The orderly gardens of Kailash are replaced by a thicket of tangled vines and ancient trees, complicating what began as a straightforward search. An immediate obstacle appears: a baby squirrel, trembling and separated from its family. Helping the squirrel requires a difficult trade-off. To address the creature's crisis, Ganesh must stop his pursuit and ignore the path the monkeys are marking through the canopy. He chooses the delay. Ganesh pauses his hunt, tracks down the squirrel's family, and ensures they are safely reunited. But as soon as that task is complete, a second crisis emerges. A bird's nest has fallen from a high branch, leaving the hatchlings vulnerable on the forest floor. With every passing minute, the trail grows colder. This second interruption threatens to stall his original mission indefinitely, increasing the stakes of his decision to stay and help. The story has now moved beyond a physical search. It has become a recurring test of Ganesha's character, measuring his willingness to place the needs of others above his own hunger. The final distraction is the most demanding: a group of lost rabbits that need clear, patient guidance to find their way back to their warren. Ganesha's behavior has now become a predictable pattern. He consistently chooses the well-being of the vulnerable over his own immediate gratification. This journey reveals the logic of the story. Ganesha's singular quest for the modaks is repeatedly interrupted by communal needs. Every time he sacrifices his personal desire to help, the overall community becomes more robust. We see the physical results of these choices as magical flowers bloom along the path and the rescued animals follow him. His solitary hunt is replaced by a unified, interconnected group moving forward together. By refusing to prioritize his own goal, Ganesh has transformed a solitary hunt into a massive parade of mutual support. Guided by the final echoes of the forest animals, Ganesh and his followers arrive at the location where the tracks finally converge. Here, the story reveals who actually took the modaks: the village children. The children moved the sweets to organize a surprise celebration for Ganesh. The disappearance was a strategic hook designed to bring everyone together. When Ganesh finally reaches the modaks, he does not eat them alone. He immediately shares the entire plate with the children and the animals he rescued throughout the day. The modaks served their purpose by drawing Ganesh into the world. By following the trail, he ended up exactly where he was needed, not alone with a snack, but at the center of the community he helped build. Contrast this vibrant evening festival with the quiet morning at the start of the story. The isolated family unit has expanded into a dense, joyous crowd. Every character now plays a role in this community. Modak performs tricks for the children, while Shiva and Parvati offer their blessings to the gathered group. The joy of a single snack cannot compete with the collective energy of a whole village celebrating together. The story demonstrates that personal goals provide less fulfillment than the connections made while helping others. True happiness is not found at the finish line of a selfish pursuit. It's generated through continuous acts of kindness, helpfulness, and shared joy.